So our opponent took pretty much all of his time sideboarding, which isn't surprising because he had to sideboard down to his actual deck. Yep, this is a keep. We do really need to draw another land, but we have Heir of the Wilds and Opulent Palace, which we can both play. Yeah, this is a good hand as long as we draw a land in the next 2 steps, and we can start going off. That's not a land. Let's hope to get there. Yeah, I mean, we don't actually have to have a land here. Because he's slow as well. He's actually Temir, which is kind of interesting. No, okay, we're just not doing anything. That's fine. Oh, we should have played Heir of the Wilds. That was dumb. That was really dumb. I guess we can force away something here. We definitely have the card advantage getting locked up. Okay, good. So we're just going to play this, cast this face down, or do we want to get our Mystic into play? Yeah, let's get our Mystic into play, cast this face down. We would like to use the ability, please. What have we got? Am I going to regret playing this as a morph? Jeskai Charm. Okay. Yeah, I probably am. That's fine. I'm still going to use the ability because I need the lands. Let's get the double blue. I don't think we're too bothered by that, to be honest. It's annoying, but that's one of his premium removal spells. Let's get our graveyards up. It's good operations though by him. Salt Road Patrol, sure. Don't really care about Salt Road Patrol. Yep. Just gonna play out this Dragon's Eye Savants. Yep. Yep. So we could do with another red. Let's grab another red. I'm gonna pass down. So let's have a look at his hand. This is definitely something we're in favour of doing. We're going to take this. I think we're going to show him the Force Away actually out of the cards here. Okay, this is a really awkward size. Let's write that down quickly. And of course I don't have a pen at hand, so never mind. But we have a Disowned Ancestors, a Forest and Mountain, Shambling Attendants, Sultai Scavenger, and Ride Down. So 2 delve cards in terms of Attendants and Scavenger, Disowned Ancestor, slow, 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 and a Ride Down as well, which he might use here. Although I doubt it. It'd be pretty loose. Ride Down is not as good in a defensive deck. He has a very weird mix of stuff. So what are we playing? Just the Sultai Scavenger? I think we'll probably mask the way that if it is. Yep. So we could have been getting in the beats here, certainly with Heir of the Wilds, which would have been good if we'd remembered to play it on turn 2. Not like a chump. Okay. So this is probably where we needed another blue. That's okay. So we can. Okay, so our options are we can mask the way the Sultai Scavenger, which seems pretty good. We can play Jeskai Wind Scout and also Heir of the Wilds, which is also pretty good. So he had Shambling Attendants, Disowned Ancestor, and a Ride Down, as well as another land in hand. believe it was a mountain. But he's still way away from doing anything in terms of Dune Blast. So I think this is fine. Let's just get out our guys and pass the turn. So next turn, hopefully, we'll be able to master the way. The danger of not doing it this turn is that he gets away. He gets some way of protecting it with his card, because Sultai Scavenger at the moment is a big problem. I mean, we can force away it as well. Yeah, that's fine. So he drew the debilitating injury, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. So it's another land, and I can't play Disowned Ancestor. Sure, so we'll probably just play this embodiment out. But first things first, we're going to get rid of this guy. Let's see what we draw. And we tap wrong. Like an idiot, we tapped wrong again. Oh dear me. Okay, never mind. Really need to think about our mana a little bit better. So this is the Scavengers. I mean the Shambling Attendant, sorry. Yep. Sure. It's another force away. Not at its best here, certainly. We're gonna be light of counter magic for a turn, unfortunately. But this should hopefully allow us to get more blue open in the future. So he still has a Ride Down in hand. That's, I think, the only card that we still know about. Oh, and a Disowned Ancestor as well, actually, so two. So we can force away this. Does actually prevent him doing anything this turn. Yep, I think we're fine with that. Let's just force away it. You can play his Disowned Ancestor if he likes. So I kind of feel with the Trail of Mystery in play that we're probably favourites for this game. We have a significant source of card advantage, but he still has 5 cards in hand, including a Ride Down and a Disowned Ancestor, which is not great actually. Oh, and a Shambling Attendant. So there's 2 cards we don't know about, which is worth bearing in mind. Morph, yeah, it's fine. So this is a card that we don't know about. I'm guessing he's playing his Disowned Ancestor here as well. Yeah, sure. You got it. And Outlaster, okay. There's another island. Not really what we want though. I think we're just going to pass the turn here. So I guess his plan is to use Ride Down here, which we can cancel. Or we can just force away his guy. I think we're just going to block though. I think that's the best thing to do. Oh, cancel. Stop it. Cancel. Magic Online. Let me cancel. Okay. Control Z. Okay. Okay, F2 is working only periodically here to pass priority. So I'm clicking this and it's not really doing it. Okay. My clock's ticking down, but I can't do anything. Okay, good. Block. Bit laggy. We're just going to grab another blue here. So there's still plenty of good things we can draw. Just yet to see much. Unyielding Krumar. How annoying is that? Not particularly. I wonder how important it is actually just to get that ride down out of his hand. Mardu Heartpiercer. That's not bad. It probably kills his morph. Suspicious. I'm pretty glad I did that. Wow, that could have been a huge problem. Okay, I am down to 10 minutes and I still need to win another game, so I'm going to have to be a little bit quicker here. I am lagging out a little bit though, so it's making life tricky for me. Okay. So you can give that first strike. You can also ride down this. Yeah. I think that might be what he tries to do. Destroy target creature. So this gains trample. So we have a couple of options here. We can force away our own guy, or we can force away his. Given that he's not going to be able to replay this turn, that's pretty big tempo. But this is doing a lot for us here. Yeah, I kind of feel like we just need to preserve this guy. And then ride down doesn't resolve. Or at least I don't think this gets trample still. So I think that we're just going to take 3 here. Yeah, because this doesn't have a legal target. Good. We still have cancel. Though it doesn't look like he's drawn anything significant. He still has a Shambling Attendance in his hand that he can't cast, so he does have another spell. Yeah, we're good. Nothing we can do here. So this game's going kind of bad. We have drawn an awful lot of lands this game, but unfortunately we're just going to have to cancel this. There's no way we can let this resolve. But you know, that's magic. That happens sometimes. Sometimes you just draw a lot of lands, and that's okay. Interesting. Not attacking with any. Okay. Yep. All yours. Yeah, I mean, we trailed for a couple, I guess. Force Away is so much worse when you don't have good threats to back it up with. Mardu Charm. That might be game. Yep. Alright, so we can block. It doesn't really matter, we're going to block this guy. Go to 6. And you can replay his Shambling Attendants, which is really good. Cast this face down. This doesn't even trade with anything, I don't think. Yep. Look how few lands we have. Okay. Just we needed to be chanting Pearl Lake Ancient, you see. This is where we went wrong. You're just attacking with everything, are you? Interesting. So unfortunately, flipping this up means it will still die to the Krumar. In fact, it will die to anything. And we do just need to block 3 things this turn in order to survive. So we're going to have to just chump block twice. But we're going to make him use this mana. That's what we're going to do. Maybe he cloaks through it. I doubt it. He's played pretty well. Yep. Surprise! Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. I'm fairly sure I don't have any outs here, but we'll see. Monastery Flock is not it. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to pass him the turn and let him beat me to death. Maybe it's my keyboard, actually. My keyboard's... Oh, no, it's just the chat window is laggy. Yeah, he did really well to win game 1. His deck really didn't look good. I maybe made some questionable plays. I thought it was going to be easy, and in the end, he just beat me to death. I did mulligan to 6, and this game, well, maybe I didn't draw my most powerful things, and that I didn't really draw a win condition at any point, which is always a danger when playing any kind of ramp deck. Yeah, you got it. Alright, so those were the videos. Maybe my mind went astray a little bit in the last couple of games, although I don't know, I don't think I drew very well in game 2, and in game 1 I made a couple of questionable plays. But yeah, I would love to know what you think. I thought the deck was pretty good, pretty sweet, fairly well rounded. Perhaps Embodiment of Spring was not actually particularly good in this deck. I think it's better in the blue-green decks that are based 5 colors, because you can actually search for the one that you're missing. So maybe Embodiment wasn't good enough and shouldn't have been in the deck. Especially in the first game, having Kintree Warden over Embodiment of Spring would have been good. Although in the first game I had both in the deck. So it's kind of an interesting decisions there about what cards you bring in the matchup and what you take out. Force Away certainly seemed worse here when Both players are kind of into their long games. Force Away is probably better in the Temeo deck just because of Ferocious, but functionally, for the balance effects, it's much better in the Jeskai deck. The fact that you get tempo off it. If you're playing a lot of like Bloodfire Experts, Jeskai Wind Scouts, all of those good prowess cards. Not that Bloodfire Expert is a great prowess card, but it gets better when you have stuff like Force Away. And this was just a slightly slower version of the Temeo deck. Problems in this game, the final game, really just didn't draw a win condition, which is pretty unlucky considering we have 16 cards left in our deck, and pretty much all of our win conditions are in those last 16 cards. But anyway, those were the games. Leave a like if you enjoyed them, and please comment if you felt there's anything I could have done differently, especially in the draft and game playing portions. I feel like I probably do draft better than I play the games at the moment. I am more accustomed to the Magic Online interface, but they keep changing things, and I have had problems with passing priority, with lag when passing priority, but I guess that can't be helped. Okay, I'll catch you next time.